Let's talk about juggling. I can say stuff, you know. I'm the older sister. I don't mean juggling like circus juggling. Tampoco.
Because you're not
Because I
good
thought
at
about
it.
you juggling like that. No.
Yeah. Well, juggling life, you mean?
I guess. The term juggling is giving me a little bit of a problem right now. Because I'm getting a visual.
I don't want to know what your visual is.
Una plancha, un traste.
Yeah, that's our life. That's what we juggle.
Un bebé en el aire.
Yeah.
So I have 3 babies, 7, 5, and 2. You
I have 2
babies. Oh, and a dog.
They come?
Yes, they come.
Okay, so then I have 3.
They were here before all the
They
babies.
were. So I have 2 girls, 2 and 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say she is not 2 years old, but
She is. She's 2 and 1.
Wow.
2 under 2. Tough. Rough.
Yes.
It's a lot.
But you're doing it.
Definitely a lot. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're doing it. You're
That's what
here.
I signed up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's having babies at any age, they all go through whatever age that you're in, even your 7, 5, and 2, they're all in different stages. It doesn't, you just become more seasoned, but it's still tough. So, the kids, with work, with being a mom, with having a relationship, being a daughter, being a sister, being a friend, running businesses, traveling. It's a lot.
It's a juggling show.
It's a lot.
But I have my best friend, Lorian. She just told me something. Y se me quedó y cuando ella dijo, yo voy a escoger unas cosas específicas y me voy a concentrar ahí. I feel like we've been doing that, but hay que como que pulirlo. And just focus on, it's not to be, greedy or anything like that, but you have to focus on certain things.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think I make it a point to, for a long time when I had Indy, and I went to work so quickly after having her.
How long did you?
7 weeks. That I was with her in the office. It gave me even at that point, I made it a point to prioritize, like you said, taking a couple of things and making sure that we focus on that. And I make it a point to every day have them as my focus. Like they're my priority. When I wake up, making sure that we have so many other things on our plate. So I know that my energy when I wake up, it goes to them. It goes to them.
So much so that you've just got childcare recently.
Yeah.
So you really duked it out with the traveling, the work.
Just recently, she was only there a few months before we pulled her out for a good few months, and and it's hard, and even making that decision, taking so long to make that decision in order to get childcare became a whole other host of, not problems, but just things to take into consideration, like who do you trust your kid with? But that's why it took so long to make that decision to put her even into childcare. So yeah, it was like duking it out.
Now you say that you just, well, obviously you just had made that decision to put her into childcare. Now what do you do to juggle everything? Like, what's the secret that you have, or your personal secret?
For me, I know that, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Like, we have so many things that we have to do, and it's being present and prioritizing. And my priorities is being present. So I know that X, Y, and Z for work I need to get done. I also know that I have to meet mommy here and because this is important to her, and be there for her and be present. And sometimes we put up so much on our plate that we don't get to, and it's impossible to get to, but we keep trying and trying and trying. And I think for me, just prioritizing and knowing that it's okay if I don't get to everything. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Tomorrow's another day. The world's not gonna crumble. But sometimes we have all these expectations from ourselves, and it's like, no, we can't fall short. Yeah, and it's okay if you do.
Well, I think we're also, held to a very high standard.
Yeah.
And,
we people
expect, family members specifically, I don't mean people in general, people don't know us, but family members expect us to always come through, always be there, always, organize. We're very good organizers. I would say that, the family business has helped us become very organized and responsible. So then people kind of like depend on us for that. Yeah. So I feel like if we don't make a move, nobody's gonna make a move.
There's no moves that get
Nobody's ever gonna make a reservation. No one's ever gonna, call an airline. No one's ever gonna rent the car. No one's ever gonna
and that's pressure. It turns into pressure.
It turns into pressure
because it's like if you don't get it done, then it doesn't get done.
So then, otro hijo,
So sometimes you want to be like, well, fuck it, and then no one goes anywhere. Then it's like I have to do it. But it's definitely I think being present is so important.
Like, I'm that mom. My kids go to school here in San Juan. I'm not. I see the other moms, and I just don't see them, I would say, as stressed as I am when I get to school. I don't know why they're not as stressed. I don't know. But usually it's because I'm running to another place. But I never want to fail them. Nunca quiero que lleguen a la escuela no tengan lo que tengan que tener, which happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm that person that me siento super mal. So I try to be on it, but the only way I can do that is by organizing myself. And what I do is I have a planner that I try to always walk around with and put everything in there. It's literally a written planner. It's not my phone. Para el año del COVID, que fue el 2020, I had a planner, and in that planner I wrote all my hopes and my goals and my dreams and everything that was gonna happen. And like, I guess around June, I threw the book out because I was like, you can't plan anything. And every time I looked at the planner, it reminded me of everything that I've done. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my failure.
No.
It was just,
life
I
came,
couldn't grasp
pandemic came,
that. But before that pandemic, like, habían pasado tantas cosas en el negocio aquí que se me hizo súper difícil. Yeah, that was it. That was me throwing in. Literally, I threw in the book. Yeah. I threw in the towel, but I threw in the book. I said, I'm not going to plan anything. It is what it is. Whatever's going to come is going to come. Y ya. Este año I'm back on my planner porque I'm missing all my appointments. No sé dónde ir. No sé con quién tengo que hablar. Cometo muchos errores. No veo bien. Ahora tengo que usar espejuelos. Las fechas las tengo que tener bien calculadas. So I went back to my planner, and I actually have 2 planners.
Yeah, no, it's important. Those little things are important.
But
because especially life, sometimes you need to see it in black and white.
I need to see it in black and white.
No, but there's so many things going on in our day to day, in our week to week, in our month to month, that there's the little things that are important things. They get lost in translation, and sometimes we got to see it in black and white to remind us.
Talking about that, EC's birthday is next week.
Yeah,
Did you buy him a gift?
Did not.
We still have to buy him a Father's Day gift, by the way.
I know. I thought I wasn't gonna see him for a little while. So I thought I had some time. But it turns
He's
out
a hard person to buy anything for. That's the problem. I bought him like the biggest gifts, and he could give two craps about it. And then I bought him a shirt. He was genuinely happy with the T-shirt.
He was.
One time I bought him a boxing gym. I like saved up for 6 months. And then I opened the door to the room and I was like, ta-da! And he was like, "Demota eso, yo no quiero eso."
But you know, like you said, he's so hard to buy a gift for because he's so kind of like he makes himself present. When you're with him, you feel, you know, he's there, but he's someone also that we have to juggle him. It's so hard because our life with him is, a lot of it is business now, as we're all in the same business. Sometimes it's hard to get that, let's take the business out of it and get to our, like, the family dynamic.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I don't think any of us know how to do that.
You do it a little bit better than me.
But he's, not that he's not receptive, but he's more so work. So it's like, how do you, sometimes that's a battle within itself. Like, okay, let's not take the work out, but kind of take the work out,
so you're saying
and do
balance
like life.
your parents as well.
Yeah, that's a whole other part of our,
Not just the
the
kids.
juggling life that we do, that we try to master. That's kind of something that we haven't been able to. I think now with the kids, it is becoming a little bit easier.
So, what part gets easier with the kids? Because every time it gets easier, te tiran otra cosa. Si no es karate, es arte. Si no es arte, es voleibol. Si no es voleibol, es pelota. Si no es pelota,
In terms of BC,
es
though.
con el doctor. Si no es el doctor, es el dentista. Si no es el dentista,
No, yeah, it's
es
tough.
non-stop. Es viaje para Puerto Rico, viaje a Nueva York.
No, it's definitely tough.
Psicóloga, like, it's tough.
It's definitely tough. But as they get older, they do get a little bit more dependent.
Who?
The kids.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the parents.
No. Like now that
You mean dependent or independent?
independent.
Oh.
No. Now Indy could be in her room sometimes just watching TV, and that little bit of time, it's a game changer. That she doesn't need to necessarily be on me. That's a game changer for me. I can actually.
I'm not there yet.
Yes, you are.
Unless I kick them out the room. Ellos están ahí metidos. No me dejan ver televisión.
It's a game,
no me dejan leer.
you know,
no
and
me
that
dejan...
gives me time to shift and do something else. Now I just have another one who's just directly on, but it gives me one hand that's free. But it's tough, you know, planning as much, and especially now that our family is growing, being, like you said, being the one who organizes everything, it takes a lot. It takes, like, you want to enjoy your life.
Yeah, but we're constantly organizing.
But we're constantly organizing in the business and
everybody's
working.
but personal life too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We're and at work, like, this is what we have to do. Sometimes you want to just have someone take it off your shoulders in your personal life. But it's only me and you. I take it off yours and you take it off of mine. No one takes it off of ours.
We're not there yet. We hope to be there. But, you know, right now we're still in the grind. We still, you know...
No, a personal life.
Yeah, even the personal life.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the only
A
wiggle
veces
room
yo
we
tengo que
have.
llamar a mami para que mami me haga una cita. It happens.
It happens
You know.
all the time for me. She still makes my citas. Oh my God.
No, that is true. A
All of
veces, hasta papi me hace la cita por el quiropráctico. You know, and then he's hunting me down. Mira, tienes cita. Leave me alone, tengo que trabajar. So,
Yeah.
but it's about organizing. Also, you gotta leave free space in your brain. Everything can be consumed. You have to leave free space. Y eso es algo que it's a work in progress. Not a work in progress, pero hay que trabajarlo.
Yeah.
Y entenderlo. Porque si no, estás overwhelmed
Yeah.
all the time. And you cannot create if you're constantly overwhelmed.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you have to decompress. Take a big woosah.
And what do you do to decompress?
Well, you know, I like to. There's a few things. Put the kids down early. Put them down
I think I
early.
showed you that, no?
What?
To put them to sleep by 7? Another person showed me that.
I try to put them down early, whether it's just watching a movie by myself, watching a show by myself, whether it's I like when I decompress the best is just my me time. I like to just be with myself, no pressures, no kids, no work, no mom, no nobody. And I from there, woosah, have a little drink or so. And that's it. That's all I need. I don't need much. I
need
chill
to be
out
at the beach. Like, I try to make it a habit to go to my happy place.
Mm-hmm.
My happy place es la playa. Tengo playa específica que tengo que estar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one.
Pues obviamente estamos aquí en San Juan. Siempre va a ser mi playa, que es la playa Escambrón o Isla Verde. Si estoy en el oeste, pues estoy en Playa Sucia. Y si estoy en Culebra, pues Flama. I have a bunch of beaches. Forget about that. But I have to be in my happy place in order. I can be in my happy place with everybody screaming and crying, and it will not affect me. Like, that's a happy place for me. It's a cleansing place for me. Hasta en el frío, yo voy en el invierno. Y estoy ahí sentada y me meto un momentito y salgo porque la agua se pone super cold. So I have to go in and out, in and out. But it's my happy place. And cuando Chip llegó la primera vez a Puerto Rico conmigo, because he already had come, and I take him to the beach, the funniest thing was that he was there for a minute, and then he looked at me and he said, "What am I supposed to do here?" And for me, that was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you do here? You just sit there and this is your happy place. I didn't realize that was my happy place and not his happy place. He's grown to like it. I wouldn't say love it, but I have to find peace even amongst the chaos. Con tres hijos, it's never going to be quiet. And to be honest with you, when it's quiet, I don't think I like it either. You know, I kind of like a little bit of the chaos. Mm-hmm. Because I know that chaos is going to end. And I know that one day things are going to be quiet. Mm-hmm. I know that. Yeah. So I take the noise as much as I can now, even though sometimes I have to like put them in their place. Mm-hmm. But just finding that little place that hopefully I could give it to them too. Maybe one day they say, "This is my happy," and we could share that.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I definitely need quiet. I think that, you know, sometimes with juggling life, we forget about ourselves. And we, you know, try to appease and please other people and your responsibilities, and you forget about you. And in that, just being with my thoughts, with being one with me and nothing else around me to distract me, that brings me back. Gives me the fuel that I need to. Now when they wake up, I'm on it. You have
the ironies, because if I'm quiet, it makes me think too much. That's why I can't sleep with quietness, because I wake up a lot at night. And if I wake up and there's nothing on that TV or that radio to, distract me, I go into thought y pasa media hora, 1 hora, 2 horas. Yo estoy ahí pensando 2 de la mañana, 3 de la mañana, 4 de la mañana. So before I can sleep in silence, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, I have to.
I have to sleep with something that will distract me. Mm-hmm. And then in the daytime, when I'm up, I'm able to, you know, get on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, my mind is constantly racing. Y, pues, I love aromatherapy, massages, things like that. You know, reading, writing. Mm-hmm. I would love to go back to writing a lot more. A lot of my poems, that they don't come out the way they used to.
I'll write them for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's right. I'll give you you take the credit this time. Pero cositas así.
Yeah, and sometimes it's hard to we have our family has been growing, and as we get older, our roles in our family are evolving, and people just in family dynamics, they need us more.
Yeah.
Whether it's our brothers, whether it's our cousins, whether it's mom, dad, kids, partners. And it's so hard to be there sometimes when you even our friends. Our friends. And luckily, we both have sets of friends that are really understanding, but we still have to be there. So it's a constant reminder that you have to, whether it's taking 5 minutes out of your day and shooting a text message just saying, hey, I'm here. Well, I haven't spoke to you in weeks, but I'm here. Like those things are important. And sometimes it's just taking yourself out of your element and just making it a point to be present for somebody.
Yeah. But this is not fun. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
And between social media, making sure you provide financially for your family, making sure that you put your mark, making sure that you fulfill all your roles as a mom, partner, daughter, sister,
and accepting that you may not get everything done, and it's okay.
But that's harder for some people
than
it is for
I've
others.
had to learn that it's okay. Tomorrow, the sun will come. Well, hopefully, the sun will come up, and what I didn't get done today, tomorrow's a new day, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And I've learned that to let some of that pressure go, that guilt go. And it's always gonna come, but it's learning how to battle it, and learning how to deal with it, and learning how to get the good out of it. And it is harder. Sometimes you're like, no.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's so funny because people are constantly like, oh, you need to hire help. No, you need to do this. Are you going to pay for it?
I know, right?
Like, I don't think you understand what this takes. But hiring help is very expensive, and I'm happy. I mean, I'm very lucky. I have 3 kids. So I have our cousin that takes care of my kids, and she's able to help me from the house to small errands. And if it wasn't for her, Casa Saffra tampoco would exist, because she's been able to let me kind of be free when it comes to working. Work zone. I'm in work zone and I'm free. I don't have to worry about recoge cocina aquí. ¿Sabe? Uno está enfermo por allá. She's even taking them at times to a doctor's appointment.
Yeah. Which is,
it's very costly, but at the same time, it's helped me, advance a lot faster than I possibly could. So I'm really happy. And, you have to weigh out those things. What's going to help you? What's not? What can you afford? What can you not afford?
And that's definitely something to be grateful for. It's like someone not so long ago asked me, we were going away, and they were like, who's taking care of the kids? It's like, the village.
Yeah.
The village is taking care of the kids.
That's
because that's what it takes. And literally, that's why we're here.
Well, we have a village that's very supportive.
Yeah.
So not everybody has that.
No.
And we're just very appreciative for that.
We are.
We just got to keep on juggling.
That's what we do.
I don't know why I see juggling and it's like inappropriate what I have in my brain.
I know what you see. I know what you see.
Let's use a different word. Juggling is not. That's not it.
That's not the type
managing.
Of juggling. That's the juggling we're talking
about.
Well,
why does that image come to my brain?
Why do I see that image in your brain?
Throw them up.
Deuces.